Imagine you help someone. You hold a door. You give money to someone in need. You stay up late listening to a friend talk about their problems. It feels good. And that's kind of the point, right? But what if that feeling is the real reason you're doing it? What if most kindness isn't actually about the other person? We don't like to admit this, but one of the biggest reasons we're helping people is because it feels really good. Most people would say, no, 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 I'm helping because it's the right thing to do. But in reality, helping others makes you feel like a good person, like you matter, like you're doing something right for once. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you pay attention, you'll notice something strange. Sometimes we help not because someone truly needs it, but because we need that feeling. You know that moment when you do something nice and immediately think, yeah, that was so good of me. That little internal reward. That's not about them, that's about you. But then I guess the obvious question is, who cares? If someone gets help, does it really matter why you help them? Let's say a billionaire donates millions just for attention and publicity. Those millions still help real people. If you comfort a friend because it makes you feel useful, they still feel better. So maybe attention doesn't really matter at all, at least sometimes. Maybe all that matters is the outcome. And honestly, that sounds reasonable. Until it doesn't. Because helping someone for the wrong reasons can quietly turn into something else. You start helping to feel needed, so you keep people dependent on you. You give advice they didn't ask for, because it makes you feel wise. You step in, fix things, take control, not because it's best for them, but because it feels good to be the one who saves the day. And the worst part is, you can do all that while still believing you are being a good person. Helping someone can feel good, even when it's the wrong thing to do. I would argue that helping when you don't feel like helping at all is somewhat higher on the morality scale, so to speak. Real kindness is a lot less satisfying. Sometimes it means not helping at all, letting someone struggle because that's what they actually need. Sometimes it means doing something that no one will ever notice. No thank you, no recognition, no story to tell later. Sometimes it means helping someone who won't like you for it. And in those moments, it doesn't feel good. There is no reward. No little voice in your head saying, you're such a good person. Just silence. So now the question changes. It's not, do you help people? It's, would you still help if it didn't make you feel good? If no one knew? If it didn't make you look better, or feel better, or give you anything in return? And here's the part that makes this even more complicated. Maybe completely selfless kindness doesn't even exist. Maybe every good thing we do has some trace of selfishness in it. Maybe we're just wired that way. And if you really follow that idea all the way through, things start to get weird. Let's say you help someone and expect nothing in return, and no one knows, and it doesn't even feel that good. You're still doing it because you believe it's the right thing to do, because that's the kind of person you want to be. And if that's true, then you're not just helping them, you're also protecting something about yourself, your identity, your values, your idea of what a good person is. So then what? Is that selfish too? Now, this is a problem, because at that point, everything starts to collapse into the same thing. Helping is selfish, not helping is selfish. Being kind is selfish, being cruel is selfish. And if everything is selfish, then the word doesn't really mean anything anymore. It stops being useful. So maybe that's not the right question. Because no matter how far you push it, you can't really remove yourself from what you do. You're always in there somewhere. So maybe the point isn't to become perfectly selfless. That might not even exist. Maybe everything you do will always, in some way, come back to you. And maybe that's not the problem. The difference shows up in a different place. It's in those moments where helping doesn't really feel like anything, where you don't walk away thinking about it, where it doesn't even register as something special. You just did it and moved on, and there is nothing to hold on to from it. Just the fact that you did it. And maybe that's enough. Maybe that's as close as it gets to having a good reason for helping someone.